x and y intercepts, their minimum and maximum point, their interval of increase and decrease. So today, we're going to talk about domain, range, and end behavior, starting with domain and range. Now, these terms should not be new to you. You've heard domain and range for a while now. Does anybody remember what domain is referring to? The x values. Okay, and since the x values or the x-axis is the horizontal axis, when we're looking at domain, we're looking from left to right. Okay, so if the domain is the x values, what's the range? Y values, right. Okay, and the y-axis is vertical, that's up and down. But you'll first write how far down the graph goes, and then you'll write how far up it goes. Okay, so in this box, I'm going to put D for domain and R for range. Okay, so imagine that you are on this U-shaped graph, this parabola. And I tell you to get on the y-intercept. Wouldn't you be right there? And then I say walk to the left. Wouldn't you start walking this way? Okay, well, how far could you walk? Forever, right? Because we all know that this continues going forever. Well, as you walk up, aren't you also walking left? So you can walk left forever, which is negative infinity. Now, if I told you to start the y-intercept and walk to the right side of the graph, how far could you walk? Forever, and since it's to the right forever, it's positive infinity. So the domain of this graph is negative to positive infinity. Okay, now range deals with the y-axis, which is the vertical axis. So if I said, get on the graph and go as low as you can go, what's the lowest place you can go to? Right here, the y-intercept is the lowest point of that graph, and its y value is negative 9. But can you actually reach that point? Yes, so for that reason, we're going to put a bracket instead of a parenthesis. Now, what if I said, how far up could you walk? Forever, because no matter which way you went when you left the y-intercept, you could go up forever that way, or if you had gone this way, you could go up forever. So the range is from negative 9 to infinity. Okay, now turn to the next page. We're going to do domain and range for this one. All right. I'm going to go and put D for domain, R for range. Okay, so I always suggest starting on the y-intercept. Now, domain deals with the x values, which are left and right, because the x-axis is horizontal. So if I tell you to start walking on this function and walk to the left, how far could you walk? Forever, right? This goes down forever, but as it goes down, isn't it also getting farther and farther to the left? Like, think about it. As this is going down, isn't it also moving to the left each time?
Yep.
Okay, so you'll go left forever, which is negative infinity. Well, didn't we just say that we're also going down forever, which is negative infinity for the range? I mean, think about it. If you're walking on that, aren't you technically getting farther to the left and farther down with each step you take? So the domain and range go to negative infinity. All right, what about the right side of the graph? If you walk to the right side, how far could you go to the right? Infinity. Because see how as the graph goes up, it's getting farther and farther to the right also? So you could go right forever and up forever. Okay, now turn to the next page and try that example by yourself, the domain and range. Okay, so for this graph, the domain is what? Right, negative to positive infinity, because you could go left forever or right forever. What about the range? Could you go down forever? No, the lowest place you could go to on this graph is right here, and that's a y value of negative 7. Yeah, the 12 belongs up here to this y-intercept. Okay, now, could you go up forever? flip to the next page and try that one. Alright, for the domain, what did you get for domain for this graph? Right? And what about the range? -5, because the lowest you could ever go is either here or here, but both of those have a y value of -5. The graph will never go lower than that on the y-axis. But then what about up? You can go up forever. Okay, now we're going to talk about end behavior. So go back to page 4. Okay, well the first thing that you need to know is what this means. X, arrow, infinity. Well, we all know what X means, okay, the x-axis. This means like approaches infinity. Well, if they tell you that if you're on the x-axis, you need to approach or go to positive infinity, which direction are they telling you to go? Right, okay? So if I'm on this graph and I go to the right side of it, what am I doing on the y-axis? Going up. So as x approaches positive infinity, that means as you go right, you also go to positive infinity on the y because you're going up. Now what about if you are approaching negative infinity? Wouldn't that mean go left? Well, what if you go left? What are you doing? You're still going up the y-axis, right? No matter what you do, if you go right or left, you end up going up the y. So both of these would be positive infinities. We'll get to that next. Okay, so let's look at the next one together. X approaches infinity, so we need to go to the right side of the function, and what do? We're going up. Okay, then the next one, x approaches negative infinity. If you go to the left side of the function, you're going down, so y approaches negative infinity. And wouldn't it make sense that those answers are opposites of each other because this is an odd graph because they're going opposite directions? Okay, now do the next one by yourself, this next